Hello YouTubers and fellow Square Enix fans, my name is Daryl from Final Fantasy Fan, and today we're continuing our Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. So, made some good progress in the last few days. Did the Chrysalis, the last thing we did is, basically, last stream. And we are now on our way towards Heaven's Ward, I suppose. Just trying to log in here for a second. I think we have about, give or take, 12 to 15 main quests left. And there's one more trial that I have in mind. But I'm thinking whether that... I think that technically is Heaven's Ward. I could be wrong though. Alright, so Moonbrida died. She sacrificed herself to kill the Ascian. So we are going to pay our respects to her. At the Revfrost. We've recently been at Revfrost to get that Kirin mount. Right, let's go to Revfrost. I don't think we'll be able to go towards it. Closer, yes. Towards it, probably not. Yeah, I reached the end. That is one giant dragon. Sign of a Scholar.
Forgive me, Moonbrida. Had I been quicker or wiser, but I was not, and you paid the price. But you would not suffer us to wallow in our sorrow, would you? You would tell us to pick ourselves up and get on with it. And so we shall. We shall defend this realm and her people to the last.
Life for death, a fair exchange. Other bargains will be struck.
pretty sure I'm the only one who's able to see him. Technically, he's somewhat responsible for Mumbrida's death, because the Ascian was able to get in because he broke my blessing. Though we have said our farewells, the pale sadness has diminished but little. Forgive me, as an descendant it is my job to be the pillar of strength for others to lean upon. Yet I also believe the grief we feel now is precious in its own way, and not to be lightly swept aside. Do you not agree, Vexus? Sure. This is as if a dagger being thrust into my breast. But it pains me. But there's a pain we must learn to bear if we're to forge ahead with our duty. The battles we have fought have taken the lives of so many. The Wiswa, Mumbrida, Mumbrido, our fellows at the Walking Sands. Their spirit and dedication to our cause, however, will never be lost as long as we rise to fight once more. I hardly need remind you of this, of course. It is for my own benefit that I repeat these words, a reaffirmation of my chosen path. If I do not rebuild the foundation of my resolve, I am like to collapse in a fit weeping. My apologies again, Vexus. There is no other to whom I could display such weakness. You are my pillar of strength, and I fear I shall have need of your steadfast presence in the days to come. Don't worry, Mythilia, I'm right here. I ain't going anywhere. Well, I'm going to Heavensward. A victory won, a comrade lost. To honor the fallen, the living forge ever on, towards the light of a new day. Mask of Grief. Mythilia has a request to make of you. Hey you, a moment, Vexus. I believe Ida wished a word from you. You should consider it a personal favor if you were to lend a sympathetic ear to her troubles. She's not been herself since Mobrida's passing. My heart aches to see her so downcast. Yeah, she's ever the ball of energy, Ida. She is energetic to the max. Which makes her such a great character. Hey, it's Vexus. Great. Oh, it's no use. I'm trying to stay positive, but it's just hard, you know. The thing is, I know Moon would tell me if she saw me moping around like this. Which is why I decided to cheer myself up by getting her a special flower. I placed an order for a moon daisy with Rowena a little while ago, and it's ready to be picked up. The trouble is, I find Rowena a bit difficult at best of times, and well, this isn't one of them. I know it's silly, but I can't just face it at the moment. So I was wondering, do you think you can maybe collect it for me? I have the coin to pay for the flower right here. Thank you so much. I'll be waiting for you and the daisy at Redfrost. Alright. What can I do for you today, adventurer? Eldritch trinket to trade? Huh? You're running errands now. Them Scions really know how to make the most of your talents, don't they? Send your savior of Eorzea to the bleeding market. Fine. Use of your time, that is. Seriously, though, you'd best learn to say how to say no, or they'll have you mucking up the chocobo stables next. Anyway, what was I here to pick up? The moon daisy, was it? Here, then take it, and tell Ida that, lass, I've got a wide selection of headwear in stocks if she ever decides to replace that dowdy old mask of hers. God knows she needs to. You will see the characters grow, the Scion characters as well throughout the story. They change completely. Right now they're quite generic characters. They have their own feelings and style, etc. But throughout the story, each and every single one of them will go throughout a change. And that's when they'll start looking way cooler. Rowena can be so annoying. She just will not take no for an answer. Every time I visit her, she insists I replace my visor with something more fashionable. When I tell her I like it just the way it is, she says again, and then again, and then again. It drives me crazy. What I mean to say is I really appreciate doing this for me, so anyway, let's see it. I really love these things, you know. I hope that somewhere, somehow, she knows I'm still thinking of her.
I'll never forget you, Moon. None of us will.
The song riseth to a crescendo.
The roar of a great worm.
Is that what I think it is?
Hello, can you hear me? We have received grave tidings from Ishgard. Pray return to the Rising Stones at once.
We got work to do. My apologies for the interruption. I was deeply saddened to learn of Murbrida's passing. Her loss will be sorely felt. Alas, recent developments in Ishgard leave us little room to mourn. The envoy from Corvus will soon arrive, and we must hasten to hear the report. Defenders for Ishgard. Elfno awaits the arrival of his guardian convoy. Envoy. Envoy with a convoy. The envoy is here. Thank you for receiving me at such short notice. Time is of the essence, so I would forgo the usual pleasantries if I may. Certainly, you came with news from the Dravanians. Aye, the dragons have begun their attack in earnest. The first wave reached the Central Highlands in a short while ago. A battle was joined soon thereafter. Sir Emmerich himself sallied forth with a contingent of temple knights and several companies of the noble house's finest. Though the beasts were ultimately forced to retreat, our victory, if such may be called, came at the cost of many of our own. Too many. We will not withstand a second wave should the Dravanians renew their assault. You paint a grim picture, my lady. Is it reinforcements you seek, then? We do. Though it is a prick our pride, it is plain we cannot protect Ishgard with our ranks thus thinned by the Horde. Sir Emmerich would meet with you to discuss the possibility of enlisting your aid. Very well, I shall depart for Corvus at once. I must warn you, however, that the involvement of the Crystal Braves is by no means assured. Our commitment to quelling the unrest in Ul'dah must take precedence. It is with such contingencies in mind that I must ask another request. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn are known for sharing close ties with all three of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Would you consent to plead our cause to their leaders? Though I will gladly appeal to the Grand Companies on your behalf, I dare not promise a favorable reply. You need say no more. Considering our past dealings with the Eorzean Alliance, I can well imagine how our plea will be received. But the fate of Ishgard hangs in the balance. We must explore every avenue still open to us, no matter how unpromising. I see. Very well. I shall send the envoys to each of our allied nations, and have them present your request directly to the heads of the Grand Companies. In the event that your pleas does receive a favorable answer, know that any support is certain to be conditional. Demands will be made of Ishgard. That is only to be expected. Rest assured that I speak with Sir Emmerich's authority in this matter, and that our actions are fully sanctioned by the Holy See. Which brings me to my final request, a personal appeal to you, Warrior of Light. Lord Commander much desires to speak with you, regardless of your fellow involvements. You faced Midgard's summer and survived. Anything you can share of your experience may yield us an advantage over our foe. Thank you. You wear the mantle of hero well. It would seem the road leads us both to Camp Dragonhead. Seek me out when you arrive there, Vexus.
The sons must answer for their father's misdeeds. Only then will the cycle be broken. Brothers and sisters of the heavens, we raise our voices and join you in the chorus. The sinner's feeble magics are undone. Come, claim your retribution.
Camp Dragonhead, alright. Let's go. Just double checking if there's any of these triple triads over here. I think we did all of them in Curthus. Just want to make sure. Yeah. Hello, Alfino. It seems I was the swifter, Vexus. You too, however, have arrived with the time to spare, for our host is yet to make an appearance. Murmurings about camp tell me some of the manners of trouble at the gates of judgment. The Lord Commander's absence, I suggest we visit the place and seek what's afoot. Question the knights at the gates of judgment. Alright. Father of Bowmen. The gates of judgment are much more than mere doors. They are the outermost layer of Ishgard's magical wards, for the last line of defense can be so easily shattered. Trembling Temple Knight. We need not fret over much. There are several layers of arcane protection that shield the city from invasion. Mother will be fine. This dyspeptic dragoon? Heretic scum, how dare they meddle with our divine protections? I shall rid of our nations of their blasphemy and even it means cutting them down one by one. And then we have Tender-hooked Temple Knight. When I laid eyes upon Lady Iceheart, I felt marrow freeze within my bones. It would seem the heretic struck first, and most telling blow against Ishgard. Silence, we expected you at Camp Dragonhead. My apologies. We chanced to hear that there had been trouble at the gates and thought it prudent to investigate the cause. You have learned of the heretic's treachery. Lady Iceheart led a force of her fellows against our defenders and came close enough to dispel the first of our wards. It's not treachery, you already knew Lady Iceheart was against you. Then let us speak more of this back at camp. Sir Emmerich awaits you. The Worm's Roar. Elvenot seems eager to return to Camp Dragonhead. Lady Iceheart has grown bold indeed if she wishes to risk direct actions against the city. Come, let us do as we're bid and return to Camp Dragonhead. Lord Hunchefall will know where Sir Emmerich meant to receive us. Yeah, so both Ishgard and Ul'dah are in trouble. Gridania and Limsa are okay for now, I suppose. No primal threats, etc. No immediate Garlean invasion forces. No dragons. No uprisings. Reassuring indeed to behold the countenance of a friend with one's homeland teeters upon the very brink of disaster. Though a single misstep could send us plunging into the abyss, your heroic presence strokes the flames of courage within my heart. Ah, but you did not come to Dragonhead to listen to my prattling. The Lord Commander has arrived and will treat you with the intercessory. Where is he, though? He's arrived. Arrived where? That's not inside. That's in that... Oh, it's in the... that's what it is. The intercessory. That's the building. right here. House Forton. Greetings, sir. Shall I show you inside? Yes, please. Alright, there he is. Emmerich. I thank you for coming with such haste, and apologies for my absence. Suffice it to say, Lady Isart and her heretics have much to answer for. Yes, we are but recently returned from the Gates of Judgment ourselves. Given the circumstance, we are quite understand if you would prefer to postpone our appointed audience. On the contrary, Master Alfino, I think it's more important than ever that this meeting takes place. Rest assured, I shall return to my post on Ishgard walls the moment our business is concluded. Before we move on to the subject of reinforcements, however, I would introduce you to a close friend and stalwart ally, Estinian. Oh, there we go. Welcome, Estinian. That's not Estinian. That's Estinian. Main character. One of the main characters of Heaven's Ward. A dragoon. May I present to you Ishgard's Azure Dragoon. Azure Dragoon. Impressive title, though I confess I know precious little of the Order of Dragoons. They are formidable warriors, yet even among such masters of the lands, Estinian is without equal. He, out of all warriors of Ishgard, was chosen to wield the power of dragons, and must thus contend with any Dravanian. You flatter me overmuch, Lord Commander. So you're the adventurer of whom they spoke. I see now why my blood fair sang in anticipation of our meeting. Well, now that we've all been introduced, let us proceed to the matter at hand. I would share with you what we have learned of Isart's design, and confessed by the heretics taken captive at your soul of the gates. It would seem that Lady Isart and the Dravanians share a common goal, the reclamation of Nidjogg's stolen eye. Nidjogg, one of the 7 great worms. His name features prominently in your nation's history, though once defeated by the Ishgardian Heldereth, the beast is said to have terrorized Corvus since Ishgard's founding. Aye, many other scars our walls bear from Nidjogg's relentless assault to raze our city. The trophy Heldereth plucked from the beast's wormed skull, known simply as the Eye, is a treasured relic of Ishgard, and one possessed of untold power. Should it ever be returned to Nidjogg, the dread creature would be restored to the height of its strength, and then no wall or ward we could erect would be stout enough to deny him. My vengeful son hath waged war against Ishgard for 1,000 years. No mortal mind would comprehend the depths of his rancor. The eye itself is secreted deep within the vault. It is kept under heavy guard, surrounded at all times by men and women who have proven their loyalty to the Holy See. But those stout walls and sharp blades may suffice to discourage heretics. The dragons are another matter. They are individuals within the Dravanian horde, whom an entire company of knights would labor to repel, to say nothing of Nidjogg himself. Nor does age rob him of his strength. Through the endless march of years, the dragons endure, patient, calculating, inexorable. You must understand, these creatures do not share a perception of time. And this is especially true of the great worms, they who spend centuries in slumber only to wake and resume their campaign as if mere hours had passed. It has been 20 years since Nidjogg last darkened our skies, 20 years for him to gather his strength, and for us to bolster our defenses, and now, just as he seems pinned to return, the heretics strike at the gates. You believe that Lady Isart is in league with the creature then? Of that we cannot be certain, though we know that the heretics covet the eye, we have been unable to determine their plans for it. Such questions aside, we must need address the ragged hole their mistress has seen fit to rend in Ishgard's protection. It is a weakness the Dravanians are not likely to leave untested. So it would seem, you have described your plight in admirable detail, Lord Commander, yet I cannot help but wonder at your candor. Why share such sensitive information with us? I shall speak plain. Ishgard has need of allies, and would have you bolster our front lines in readiness for the coming battle against the dragons. This much I expected. Unlike our arrangements concerning Keeper of the Lake, however, only you stand to benefit from the assistance in this matter. I fail to see why we should intervene in conflict which concerns only Ishgard and Ravania. When the Eorzean Alliance requested Ishgard's assistance during Operation Archon, you refused us. Does it not seem grossly unjust to demand that we now risk our lives in your private war? I make no attempt to defend my country's conduct. I only ask that you consider what will follow if Ishgard to fall. Having razed our city to the ground, the Horde would have little cause to linger, and most would return to their lairs in Ravania. Soon thereafter, the ruins of Curthus will be buried in snow, and the land will become sole province of beast and beastmen. Until the Guardian's arrival, that is, for you may be certain that the Empire would not hesitate to claim Curthus. They would not even have to draw steel. An Imperial province sharing a border with Mordona. 7 hells. Very well. We will assist you in repelling the dragons. The roar of a great war may have shaken the firmament, but we of Eorzea will not abandon our Ishgardian brothers to face the coming horde alone. Nor did I ever think you would. Now upon the matter of the roar. Allow me, Sir Emmerich. Through the power of the Eye, I have become the vessel of Nidhogg's strength. His essence is stolen into my very blood. Fear not, I am in full control of my faculties, I assure you. The Eye itself is of no relevance to this tale. It is not essential that I bear it with me wherever I go. Its lingering influence does, however, allow me to hear Nidhogg's voice. Then the worm who roared was Nidhogg Eye. He means to hurl his horde against the Denefin's collar and shatter the remaining wards to protect the city. There can be no doubt, the worm has summoned his minions to war. Though the circumstances are far from ideal, the desperate endeavor will at least provide us an opportunity to bring the sister states of Eorzea together in common cause. Sir Emmerich was more than ruthless in his negotiation than I anticipated. I suppose one must give no quarter when one's home is at stake. But did you see the look on his face when he formally requested our assistance? Though the Lord Commander has long campaigned for Ishgard to open its gates to outsiders, I suspect his softening of the Holy See's attitude toward foreign corporations comes at something of a bittersweet victory. The days ahead promise to be interesting indeed. Committed to the cause, Elfino is ready to begin making preparations for war. If we are to aid the Ishgardians in this war of theirs, preparation will have to be made, and soon. Before proceeding, however, we must need return to the Rising Stones and make a report to the Descendants. On my way.
Alphino, it is good to see you. Tell me, what have you learned?
Pray summon the others. Everyone must hear my report.
So this was all but a taste of what's to come.
Indeed. The main host advances upon Ishgard as we speak.
Whose vaunted defenses have been nullified.
Shorn of its wards, the city will bear the full force of Nidhogg's fury.
All those people.
Alphino is right. The Dravanians cannot be allowed to prevail. If Ishgard falls, all of Eorzea will suffer the consequences.
Then you agree that we have no choice but to intervene. For the good of the realm, the scions of the Seventh Dawn and the Crystal Braves must join the defense of Ishgard.
Let there be no ambiguity about what has been proposed. We would be directly intervening in the war. But if all here believe the cause to be just, then to war we shall go. The path we now embark upon is perilous, but I pray you will walk with us to the end. For those we have lost, for those we can yet save.
Then it is settled. I shall inform the Council of our intentions and request that they contribute their own forces to the defense of Ishgard.
We are so close to entering Heaven's Ward now. This is all pre-Heaven's Ward right now. It's like a preparation to enter Heaven's Ward. Volunteer Dragon Slayers. Infilia would have you assist with the preparations being made for the defense of Ishgard. I have bid the Archons travel to the assigned nations. Should the members of the Alliance agree to pledge Grand Company soldiers to Ishgard's cause, our comrades will be on the hand as intermediaries for the duration of the conflict. The small matter of persuading the Alliance leaders to grant such support I leave to Alphino. For you, my friend, a different task awaits. I would have you reach out to your fellow adventurers and gather with allies you may for the coming siege. Yo, Arrow, welcome to the stream. Kinda just left you there. Yeah, everyone's going to their own, everyone's doing their own thing. We're preparing for war. We're actually going to war with the dragons. Would also have you consider the matter of our own security. Revenant Stoll's but a short flight from the snowfields of Curvis. It is not unmanageable that the fighting may spill across the border. Pray brief Slavborn on the brewing conflict and discuss potential contingencies. The frontier settlers must be prepared for aught that might wing its way over our walls. I only hope that such precautions prove unnecessary. Before you leave, might suggest that you have Tataru accompany you. She has a talent for administration and a firm grasp of the practical challenges we may encounter. We are preparing to go all-out war with dragons. We decided to side with Ishgard against the dragons. The dragons are now full force. One of the elder dragons, as the game says, when the elder dragon roars, all dragons will answer. So that's what happened. One of the elder dragons roared, and now all of the dragons are answering their call. So they're going on a full-out siege against Ishgard. Ishgard is known for their dragoons, though, so aka Dragon Slayers. So it's dragons versus Dragon Slayers at this point. And we're joining the human side. Or elven side in this case. We're rather close to Corvus, aren't we? We'd best to see our own defenses and take stock of our supplies. Oh, we'll also need to have beds and bandages laid out just in case. Crew receptionist is ready for any eventuality. Let's go, Vexus. I have 101 things to discuss with Slavborn. This is where the story... there's only a few main quests left, and the story's gonna go real quick right now. Like, there's a lot of things happening, and then... You have to remember, back then, when the expansion wasn't out yet, they make you do... So much is going on, and then it's like, okay, now you gotta wait till the expansion is out. And that was the ultimate cliffhanger. How you doing, Arrow? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing alright. Appreciate the warning. The war's coming to Curvest and the toll must be made ready. I'll increase the number of patrols and lookouts immediately. I'll also see about finding a room for an infirmary, as well as a temporary housing for victims of the conflict. Ishgard has done well by us in the past and I will return a favor. But as for rounding up volunteers for the fighting itself, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. I will not send my fellow guild members to die on Ishgardian soil, and I am certain the HQ will say the same. Ah, yeah, Fallout 76 is pretty good. Yeah, don't overdo Final Fantasy, just play it whenever you want, really. Like, that's what I do as well. I don't full out play Final Fantasy. You see me streaming Final Fantasy only, and I'm playing some other stuff on the background as well. There will be no official Adventurers Guild presence at the siege. That said, each adventurer is of course free to do so as she will. I shall have word with some of my capable colleagues on your behalf. You might try your luck in Revenant Stall. I dare say there are a few stout souls about town who will answer your call to arms. Let's get started, shall we? We have a town to rouse. Alright, let's ask a few people. So we have an accomplished adventurer here. Nope. Spare me the talk of your glory and fame. I'm no habit of volunteering for lost causes. I've survived this long by trusting my instinct, and my instinct tell me to stay far away from Ishgard. Ishgard sounds like she's in the right mess, but ain't what I wanted to talk to you about. I need you to cast your mind back on the scuffle with the Empire about our processing plant. A lad from Little El Amigo by the name of Wilred was there with the fourth that day, and I want to know if you've seen him since, have you? God damn it, I fear as much. No one's bloody seen him. No one's bloody seen him. It's like the ground opened and swallowed him whole. Well, ain't that all. Around the time Wilred stopped turning up for duty, black market weapon wares went missing from her vault in Ul'dah. So now, of course, half the brave suspect the lad making off with the goods. Folk like to believe our company's a disciplined fighting force, but you, as me, both know it's no more of a motley collection of mercenaries, adventurers, and Grand Company veterans. The only thing that binds us together is some vague oath fighting for the freedom of all, that and a steady pay. Now, compared to most others in this crew, Wilred's a fresh-faced novice, a bleeding whelp amongst wolves. But the boy's got passion. When we talked about being a guardian of Eorzea, he bloody well meant it. And a lad like him wouldn't rob us blind, bugger of like that all. He ain't the type. And then, this is just between you and me, mind. There's a fact that the lad wanted me to tell you about something queer he noticed in the ledgers. Something about the Braves' numbers not adding up. Aye. There's a villain at the end of this trail I've stumbled on. It'll bet me a good eye if it ain't young Wilred. And he wrote, you've got a war to wage, so I'll let you on. I just thought someone should know. I'll be seeing you, Vexes. Yeah, so there's two problems right now. The Dravanian horde and the unrest in Ul'dah. The only problem is there's only one of us. So Ishgard seeks sellswords to bolster its ranks, eh? Though I'm not sure I like the sound of this siege. These nobles will sure be generous with their rewards. But I've pledged myself to guard Revenant Stall. Modest work, though. It is. I'm loath to break my terms of contact. What to do, what to do. Well, he just did straight out decline us, so that's something. Might be... Where is he? Oh, there. Zombie blade to these guardians. Well, them dragons are a fearsome lot, but I'd slay my fair share if the coin was good. I've worked for one of the knights before, you know. Watched me like a bloody hawk, he did. Still, I put up worse than I'd still put up worse than that for a heavy purse. Yeah, so long as the pay is good, the adventurers are game. I should be like that. Like, start paying me, guys. I'm doing all of this mostly for free. Volunteer my service in defense of Ishgard? I think not. Dragons claimed the lives of every one of my brothers. I do not mean to offer them mine. It was to escape such fate that I took up the mantle adventure in the first place. I would sooner die in pursuit of a fortune than huddled behind an icy wall. Well, not much luck with the adventurers, I'm sorry. I reckon the grand companies won't be too eager to help out either. There you are, Vexus. So, did you sway any hearts? Hardly. 1 or 2, eh? Well, added to mine, that makes 3 or 4, not including Slevborn's friends. One of the largest company in the army, but I'd say one of Revenant's tall veterans is worth a dozen clanking knights at least. An allied perspective. Toro has a message for me from Alfino. I've been so caught up with their recruiting that I almost forgot. There's been word from Alfino. Apparently the Alliance leaders are convening in Ula to discuss Ishgard's plight. They requested your presence, as usual. Anyway, you best make your way to Ulda, or you'll be late. Alfino said that he would meet you on the Royal Promenade. Alright, talking about that. Adventures are not complete yet. 4 hours to go. And the mission is underway for at least a little bit longer. Before I forget, I want to do it right now before we enter new areas soon. I want to do all the triple trials that are available to us, and there's not that many left. Because we are done in Curvus, and we were actually going towards Hell, the zombie dude with the cactuars. He was the only one in Sovereign Tantalon that had a triple triad. So we're gonna go back to him, before we were interrupted last time, with the Chrysalis. So after Southern Tantalon, all that's left is Northern Tantalon. There's no one left in the Gold Saucer. There's no one left in Curvus. We are gonna have to double check Mordona. But I'm pretty sure I did all... Yeah, no, we did Mordona. 100%. So all that's this is this one in Northern Tantalon. And then of course any new areas will come across, but then when we're questing and we see these, we just do them on the spot. What's that? You want to play cards with me? Oh, you're too kind, my friend. All the others run away before I can even take out my deck. Do you think it's my odor? So he's got one card for us. He's got 104 MGP, which means he's quite high. Frankrit and Godbird. Wonder if he has his own card. Dissension. I'm glad I didn't take my, what do you call this? My Scion deck. Triple Team 3. Nice. Not exactly sure what that means, but we'll check it out in a bit. So, Godbird and Thancred are the cards we have. So, as long as he gives me a card that's not one of those two. I reckon it's that card. Subattender. Pretty sure we don't have that one yet. And since he's the dude with the Kekchors, I'm gonna assume it's a Subattender card. Damn, this guy's annoying. I want him to go first. Having to go first is definitely a big disadvantage in this game. That was a close one. Godbird, we already have that one. I like Hildebrand and Nashville as well. I don't have that card. But I'm pretty sure he's the Subattender guy. Not doing too well, are we? We had a few wins. I'd say it's about 50-50 against him. That's the other card we already had. Godbird and Thancred. I need the other card. one of those rare cards, I assume. Yeah, nothing I could do against this one. There's not enough rules to make a proper play. It's only dissension, that's it. Right, let's see. Thancred, Virovnir. Got Geralt. I'll play Sid. We'll play Godbird. I will play Lucia. Who plays Robon? I play Terra. GG's. Still not the same deck card. Could also be the Hildebrand one. I think it's a Sabotender one. That card would by far make the most sense for him. Look how many wins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Got 11 wins already in that single card. Not the card we want. Stop flipping the damn card, man. Jeez. Yeah, it's pointless. guy's stubborn with his card. Luckily the matches aren't that long. We'll end up with like 100 Thancred cards and 100 Godbird cards. Deja vu right there. Alright, this time it's my turn. Start with Terra. Let's throw Sid up there. Let's throw Lucia down there. Ah, I messed that one up. Oh well, we still win. Wanted to put him above Rabon. Another Thancred card. That's not the one I want, buddy. Another Godbird one. Really? Really? He still managed to get a draw in there. Come on, man. Give me that card. I think I've done like 20 matches now at least. Another Godbird card. These cards are worth about 500 MGP each, so it's not too bad, but it's not what I'm here for. If I want MGP, I'd rather just do the gates. I don't think it's the Subtender one. Unless the Subtender one is super rare. It's a 1-star, so it shouldn't be rare. So I think the card that we're missing is Nashu and Hildebrand. This one. I think it's that one. Apparently it's so rare that I need about 30 battles just to get it. Dude, give me the card already. Holy moly. I guess we're just very unlucky. Another one, come on. This guy's just trolling with me right now. Wasn't expecting to win that one. Look how many wins. It's win, 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 win. Just in my chat log alone, the last 5 were wins. I mean, he's 104 MGP initial cost. That means he's a pretty high-ranking player as well. And you can tell, because his cards aren't bad. I'm gonna Google for a second while we're playing Triple Triad. Like, is this guy known to be so stingy when it comes to his cards? Dude, give me my card. What the heck, man? Jeez, how many battles do I need to play for him? Alright, be right back, guys. One moment. Alrighty, I'm back everyone. Sorry for that little interruption there. Like I said, I've been selling a lot of stuff on Marketplace. And actually had one of the guys pick something up. I had back in the old day, I used to make backup copies of my GameCube games. Because I would try to keep my original games as clean as possible. So I had backup copies, and this guy was interested in them. Okay, here you go. I mean, they were not the original ones, but like I said, yeah, you can't make any profit of selling these games. Well, technically I didn't make any profit, because there were like 100 of them and I got like 10 bucks. Even the CDs alone cost more than that, so no profit made. But I'm that kind of guy, you know, I'd prefer to just either like make someone else happy with it instead of throwing it, even though they're fake ones, like backup copies. It is still worth something to someone. Like, you had to use these special CDR, WRW++ Philips CD things, whatever. And those things were not cheap. They were like, I don't know, almost like €1 each. So I'd say that box is about €100. So yeah, only asking 10 bucks for it is definitely not profitable, if you will. But at least I got some money back. That's how I see it. Otherwise I would have just thrown them down the dumpster. And it came with a nice case. I guess the case itself was already worth 10 bucks. Dude's wiping the floor with us. Vedrofnir. Okay, the key sometimes to just playing triple try is to always make at least a hit per turn. Like here, capture this one. Alright, you captured that one. Doesn't matter because we still have 1 blue. Now we have 2 blues, he'll capture 1. There we go, we still have 1 blue. This card apparently is quite rare. I did some research, like some people had to do like 75 battles. I know which card it is, I'm not gonna tell you. Okay, so we secured this card. This card cannot be taken anymore. Ooh. There we go, we're good. Come on, man. Give me that card already. This is ridiculous. Alright, just checking on my phone. Thank crits. Alright, let's do that here. Then we put Lucia on the lower right. Oh, we still win. Come on. Holy moly, where's that card? Alright, it starts off with Odin. Let's start with Lucia then. Let's put in Fencred. Let's throw Vidofnir in there. Okay. Go sit. Okay. I wonder if Odin gets taken. Nope. Another Godbird card. Come on. Like, when that bell rang, I'm like, wait, who's that? Oh, wait, ooh, the guy's coming, I forgot. I guess it's completely random. The drop chance, they say, is about 10 to 14%. But, so yeah, some people had to do like 28 matches, some people had to do 2 matches. I guess that's with RNG after all. Really? Come on. Oh, man, give me a break, will ya? This guy's done 75 wins. He's got 13 Godbirds cards, 4 Thancred cards, and then the one card that we're looking for, one of them. Let's see how many wins we have so far. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. We've won 38 times and we still don't have that card. Is that an 8? I thought it was a 6. 38 times have we won. That is ridiculous. No, I still don't have it. Come on. Man, this isn't fun anymore. Definitely it's not 10%, let's be honest. We did how many battles? If it's 10%, we should have gotten it, like, technically around 10 times, right? But it's 40, so that means it could have been 2.5%. I mean, I know that's not how percentages work, but... let's be honest, if it's 10%, we probably should have gotten it by now. That, or we're just the unluckiest persons out there. He wins. Yep. I mean, I'm streaming live, so everyone can see how absolutely bollocks this card is. Look how rare it is. I think we've got like a, what is it, 10,000 MGP just from battling this guy alone. He always starts out with a thankred at the top right, or most of the times, not always. Yay! It's about time. Holy moly, look at these cards. We got 8 golf birds, we got 5 thankreds, and we finally got that card. Hey baby girl, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. Love you, baby girl. Hope you had a wonderful rest. Oh. Pay me in snacks. I will pay you in snacks any day. Maybe you still... I think you still have some stroopwafels. Those things are great with a cup of tea. Probably the... If you ask me, the best Dutch snack out there. Stroopwafels. By far. Could be a bit sweet for your taste. Oh, you ate them all. That means you like them, I assume. I hope you like them. They're very tasty. I made sure to get the proper brand as well, because that personally is my favorite brand. Alright, then I'll just have to get you some more, I guess. Bottle go. I can think of a few things, yeah. Now, there's also chocolate covered ones. I think you'll like them as well, because I know you love chocolates. I was talking about food, baby girl. Like, there's caramel covered ones, there's chocolate covered ones. Right, so it seems we've done all the triple triads. Okay, yeah. Oh, this is taking a turn for the worst. I would never do that to you on stream. Have some faith here, boyfriend. Royal Promenade. I'm trying to save up some money inside this game. I've got quite a bit of money. I think we're halfway. I can get the largest house inside this game. I would love for you to decorate it, baby girl. I'm trying to get as much furniture as I can. That's weird. My apologies for calling you away from your task. I'd hoped to proceed with these negotiations one leader at a time, but it seems my urgent request for an audience have prompted the gathering of the council. Needless to say, I felt obliged to attend. The alliance leaders are already set within. Let us join them, shall we? We'll figure that out some other time, baby girl. I'll help you set up everything, if we can. If you'd like. Not right now. Do your own thing. Do you. And I'll be there if you need me.
We are well aware of Ishgard's dilemma, and we agree with your assessment.
Then I trust there are no objections to the Crystal Brave's intervention.
Uldar has none.
Gridania does not object.
The Crystal Braves are yours to command, Alphino. Do what you will. We shall pray for your success.
It was my hope that you would offer more substantial aid than prayer. I know it is within your means.
I can help you with that if you would like, baby girl. Just give me... How about you get a little bit of rest, and then give me a time, and I'll come online and help you out as best as I can. If you like that.
Do not presume that you have knowledge of our every concern. The Garleans and the Beast Tribes are but two of many.
Sure, sure. Just send me in Discord. Send me a list of the items you'll need and I'll try to gather as much as I can. Or WhatsApp. Discord or WhatsApp.
We are not in a position to contribute greatly to the defense of Ishgard. Not when our own homes are still under siege.
I don't mind doing that for you.
We dare not leave our interests in Cartano undefended as well. Telegi Adalegi and his ilk would seize control of the territories in our absence.
The enemy is at their gates, and you would cower behind yours?
I know it's for us. There's no I in us.
No one is cowering, boy. We will offer what support we can.
Aye, support. A handful of men and no more.
Damn, she's brutal. I guess that makes sense. Ishgard has never helped us in the game, so why should we help them, right?
Would that we could commit more than a token force to this cause. Yet there are others to whom you might turn. The free companies ever want for work.
Ah, yes. The free companies. They're not like to turn you down.
I beg your pardon? You would entrust the survival of Ishgard to sell swords? Crises like these are the very reason why this alliance was formed. It is our duty to aid our fellow man.
My duty is to my country and my people. If you expect us to place the welfare of a foreign power above our own, you're going to be sorely disappointed. Lest you doubt, Limsa comes first, then the Alliance, and finally, circumstances permitting, Ishgard and the rest. If you cannot understand so simple a concept, then you have no place at this table.
Forgive me, Admiral. I was careless in my choice of words.
I suggest you assemble a party of elite adventurers, assuming you haven't already. Your fellows served us well during Operation Archon. I dare say they will do so again.
And then tomorrow I'll help you out in PvP. As best as I can as well.
If I may, Your Grace, I wish to propose a redistribution of forces. If we entrust the security of Uldar to the Brass Blades for a time, we can dispatch a larger force to Ishgard.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Your Grace?
Yes. Yes, of course. Do what you will.
Nanimo ulnamo.
Is Her Grace not feeling well?
To the best of my knowledge, Her Grace is in perfect health.
I see. Carry on.
Yeah, shit is about to hit the fan here. I know what's gonna happen. That's a good question. It could be that my graphics have been downscaled enough to not notice the glasses in there. Or it could be that she's just trying to look smart. Speak with Alfino. Once again, I owe you an apology. It seems you've been conscripted into leading a contingent of adventurers in yet another mission of insondable danger. But I fear we have been left with little alternative. We cannot well abandon Lord Honchefon and Sir Emmerich to their fate. We must abide by the Council's decision. As short-sighted as it is, I strive to fulfill our roles as Eorzea's guardians. Captain Ilbert, what news? And the assault has begun. We've but this moment concluded our audience with the Alliance leaders. Move our forces into position. Your unit will join the House Durandare at Steel Vigil. Man the cannons alongside the knights and fin the Dravanian horde ere they descend upon Ishgard. I will join you as soon as I'm able. Here it goes. Dexus, I will. Now the story will really start catching up. And then, like I said before, the story will pause. And at that time was the last of the content before the next expansion. So they had like a perfect cliffhanger. There's one thing Final Fantasy is good at, it's cliffhangers. Luckily we don't have to wait, because that expansion has been out for about 8 years now. Let's see. Mounts. Think you might like this one, baby girl. The blue one. This one, I guess. Paralis. This one. It's an ice aspect. Mount guide. What else do we have? Yeah, we have. I'll keep this one open then. I have a wolf as well, a panda, a gorilla, a dire wolf, machine, a unicorn, dark unicorn, fire, wind, earth, ice, Obese chicken over. Yeah, this guy. How about the doggo? Let's see. Is it a doggo? It's a wolf. Ice one is best. Alright, then it's the ice one we'll use. Actually, the best one is this one. Because it's the only one I could name. Look at its name. Which outfit should I... I have some outfits for it. Sorry. Less is more. Yes. Okay, let me change its outfit. Let's see, we have... I mean, to be fair, I also battle alongside it. This is the only one that can fight together with me. Look. It's helping me fight. Marceline. You're appointed captain of the sellsword contingent? Then welcome. There's no shortage of blade work to be done. As we speak, the Ravanian skirmishes parties are harrying position across the Central Highlands. I've assigned the Crystal Braves as your fellow adventurers to contain these scattered attacks, and for the present, I would have you join them. This is of course merely a precursor to the assault of the Ishgard proper. The willy serpents seek to divide and confuse our forces, but we will not be so easily drawn out of position. The Temple Knights will remain on the steps of faith and continue our preparation. When the Horde arrives in force, they shall face a wall of Ishgardian steel. Report back to me once their advanced skirmishes are slain. Okay, I guess we gotta beat some enemies. This blue horse also has one of the best themes in the game when you're riding a mount. You guys aren't doing too well. There's one more up there. Everyone's getting slaughtered, even these guys. Come on, guys, fight. Stop dying. maybe. A new screen? I'd have to check into that, sure. I might upgrade my PC before my screen, because I don't think my current computer probably has. I'm not sure if it can handle 2 screens with the current setup. Probably. I'd have to check. It would be HDMI and VGA probably. I got a posted from Hussein. Oh, nice. A post? I should probably start using 2 screens in the future, so I can also... It's gonna be easier for my stream, for sure. It will help me be able to drag out other applications on my streaming, so I can show people some stuff as well. I also need to have a look at the furniture that we were looking at, so I can rearrange things. Hey, JP Gaming, welcome to the stream, buddy. How you doing? Wait, how come this is closed? Oh, because we entered from the wrong site. LOL. Let's see. I can check it on my phone. Okay, we defeated the initial onslaught. Let's see. Doing alright. Gradually getting better. What news, adventurers? The reinforcements. Decimated, you say? Dravanian devils, damn their scaly hides. Hold fast to grief and fury, sir. We will avenge their death of your fellows in battle to come. Yeah, screens aren't expensive. I think you're right. Replacing the desk and then getting my one computer with 2 screens, or maybe 3, but for 2 for starters. You're definitely right, baby girl. And maybe the thing where my TV can stand on for my PlayStation. Sir Marceline wishes to prepare you for the siege of Ishgard. Oh, that's real cheap, yeah. Yeah, I reckon if I go to Marketplace, I could probably buy a few ones. For a good price. Ere you commit yourself to the siege, you should know what it is you are tasked with defending. Beyond the gates of judgment lie the steps of faith, a great bridge of stone that leads directly to the city of Ishgard. More than simply a means to cross the Sea of Clouds, the bridge serves as a foundation for the arcane wards that form the barrier we call Denevin's Collar. Alas, in dispelling the barrier's outermost layer, that thrice damned witch, Iceheart, stripped the bridge of its protection, and thus are the dragons now able to land unhindered upon the steps of faith. Should the Dervanians succeed in destroying the remainder of the wards, the winged devils will be free to swarm within the city itself. Needless to say, we cannot suffer that to happen. It shall be our task as defenders to prevent any harm from coming to these parts of the bridge wherein the wards are sealed. How are you doing, JP? Hope you're doing a little bit better? Free yet remain, and we've dispatched our forces accordingly. I would ask you and your comrades to accompany our defenders at the outermost ward. I should hope that includes us as well, yes? Ah, the silence. There we go. Thank you. Y'shtola, Papalimo, and Ida. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn. We could not well stand by idle while the Horde threatens the good people of Ishgard. Indeed, to do otherwise would go against all that Master Louis Sois has taught us. As for where we may be of assistance, I think it's prudent we divide into two groups. Ida and I will join the rear guard. Right. If the dragon should reach us, we'll be sure to give him that what for. Thank you, all of you. Pray speak with me again when your preparations are complete, and together we shall stand against the Horde. We got 5 members of the Scions here. These dragons don't stand a chance. So, okay, so this... Is it a trial, or is it a... I trust you are ready? Good. Come, let us make for the battlefield. So they changed it. It's no longer a trial. This used to be a trial. Interesting. Hello, Mr. Dragon. This dragon is still small in comparison to what the other dragons are. Like Nidhogg is twice his size, I think. We claim victory this day, or Ishgard falls. Accept my fury into your heart and defend this bridge with your life's blood. Protect the holy sea of Ishgard. Alright, let's go.
Let's finish this quickly, shall we?
We'll make it quick.
Bishop makes ready for a powerful attack. What in the... Everyone, fall back. Fall back now. Fall back and avoid Bishop's assault. Run for it. Retreat. You guys with the cannons might want to step a bit back. Yeah, that's what I figured.
Aoife, to me.
Oh, Y'shtola's doing something. Where is she? There she is. She's costing. Do not let it reach the barrier. Pull your ground. Remember what it is we're fighting for. We got a Dragoon, we got Thancred, we got Lucia, we got Y'shtola, and we got 3 adventurers. Boy's got a lot of health though, that's for sure. barrier's gone. The first ward has been breached. Fall back and regroup. The battle is not yet lost. Holy moly, that's a lot of dragons. We must hold them here. Vexes fall back and help the other guards guard the ward. You guys are gonna stay there? Kind of death wish? They mean to defeat us with sheer numbers then. Come on, Papalimo, show us what you're worth. Well, it's a good thing I can't count. Oh, Ida is such an amazing character. Big hard Vexes, we will prevail. This one will stick. Okay, he does going all out here. She just killed him. We didn't do that, like 70% health left, and she just went whack on him. We must defeat their champion at all costs. Where's their... Is this their champion? Barrier is still at 100%. Now. $80, $60, $40, $20. Damn, he just destroyed that barrier in one hit. Bishop's Flames have destroyed the second ward of Denovan's Scholar. The second ward has fallen. Fall back. There's nothing left to be done. Here. I'm just damaging him a little bit. I'm gonna run when they run. Okay, now I'm running. Well, I guess that's the last barrier. Ida and I have matters here well in hand, Vexes. We must go and see to the final ward. Dragoon Storms, give the enemy no quarter. Oh, he's Stinian this year. They will know the wrath of the Azure Dragoon. Hold their drums.
Know your folly.
Should this barrier fall, Ishgard will be washed in flames. I will see you through the end. Upon my lance, I swear it. All these people are shouting. Nothing back. The barrier is still at 100 strength, but I think this is the final barrier. Our enemy is not without weakness. Keep it up. The true battle begins here. Bishop makes ready for a breath of fire. 162, 43, 24. Fine. That's not good. Final ward is weakened. Hurry! We must put an end to this now. Well, Justinian, do your thing, man. Running out of health here. Scorching breath. Barrier cannot suffer such an attack. With their shields in the eye of the holy sea, even if it costs us everything, they cannot be suffered to pass. It's now or nothing. Okay, what is this thing? Oh, he's doing that. This infernal heat. That's Lucia that's doing it. She's creating a barrier. She's holding back his flame attack. Alone, I beg you, grant us strength. Knight's resolve begin to wane. There we go. We got this though. Guard will not fall. Not today. Go to sleep, Mr. Dragon. The dragons, they are withdrawing. Victory is ours. You're gonna need some new wards, sir. One of Nidhogg's greatest champions slain. The Horde will not soon recover from this blow. But what of you, Nidhogg? Why did you not join your minions and make a battle of this slaughter? Have you grown so fond of the stench of your lair? Mayhap you prefer to have your allies fight your battles for you. You have a girl to do your bidding now, do you not? No matter. I shall slay Iceheart and all rest. But I yearn to spill the blood of a great worm. Nidhogg, and only your death will save my lands. Don't taunt him. We barely won from this guy, let alone Nidhogg. Speak with Alphino at the Gates of Judgment. Vexus, the dragons are routed. Lest you wonder, the fighting at the Steel Vigil was also fierce, but my crystal braves were not found wanting. Well, look who it is. Look who decided to join the party, Sir Emmerich. Commander Levieur, Vexis, true to your word, you arrived to aid us in an hour of need. On behalf of the Holy See and the people of Ishgard, I offer you my humble thanks. Though I would stay and lavish in your well-deserved praise, I fear I must away to oversee the aftermath of the siege. Now all the dragons are fled, and they are yet wounded to be carried from the field. Pray let us meet anon, I might express my thanks with the proper courtesy. And he goes away again. Okay, bye. We have indeed achieved victory of singular importance. With the Ravanian dust weakened and scattered, the threat to Ishgard has been greatly diminished. And mayhap equally insignificant, the Holy See must now recognize the necessity of cooperation with foreign powers. Long have they barred their gates against the outside world, but I am confident that the day will soon come where Ishgard proclaims itself a member of the Eorzean alliance once more. Much have we sacrificed in our struggles against the dragons and primals, the Ascians and the Empire, but step by unfaltering step, we march ever nearer to our goals. And as ever, the journey is made with you in the van. The victory you have won this day gives us greater hope for tomorrow. It is all the hope that shall sustain us in the days to come, and bear us past the many evils that yet seek to hinder our progress. Yes, we have done well, my friend, and I, for one, would take a moment to savor the enormity of our achievement. Yeah, that's great and all. The demand of duty, however, allowed me for little time for levity. I must accompany Captain Ilbart back to Ul'dah and reassign those braves whose squad suffered heavy losses. You, my friend, have earned a rest at the Rising Stone. Pray return to the Revenant Stall and share your tale with Minfilia in person. I wonder how long this rest will last. Not long, I can tell you that. We will see to informing the other nations of what took place here. Do be sure to give her regards to Minfilia. Speak with Minfilia at the Rising Stone. Alright. So my intention is to stop streaming at 2:30 PM, so we have 45 minutes. So we should be able to progress the story quite a bit before that time. I don't think we'll be able to set foot in Heaven's Ward just yet, but we'll be on the verge. Vexis, welcome back. Alphinaud sent word out to the siege, and of course, of the role you played in ending it. Your deeds never cease to amaze me, Vexis. Thank you. Quick arm or quick tongue? Let's go with quick tongue. Broken bridges. Achievement earned. That's a main story achievement. Alright, next. Administrative decisions. Minfilia seems loath to put you in further trouble so soon after your last great excursion. I'm used to it. One way or another, we keep moving. You must be wary, Vexis, and now... Wait, what? And now may very well be your only chance to... Nope. No rest for the wicked. Gonna stream later? Not sure. I won't be able to promise. Because I will play a game with my girlfriend, and that is what I won't be streaming. For now, and who knows, maybe much later tonight. Antecedent. A messenger from Ul'dah arrived with a missive for you. A royal seat. Curious indeed. Royal seal. An invitation. On behalf of the Council of the Eorzean Alliance, Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ul'Namo invites the Scions of the Seventh Dawn to attend a feast at the Royal Palace of Ul'dah in honor of Ishgard's recent victory. It would seem that we are to be recognized for our effort in lifting the siege, you for your valiant efforts as a commander of the adventurers contingent, and the Archons for their earnest attempts to rouse the city-states. Truly, I find it strange that the Alliance leaders should think themselves deserving of a place at such a celebration. All three refuse to deploy their standing armies, preferring to send hastily assembled companies of sellswords, many of whom perished ere the siege began. Are they truly so brazen as to seek to share in the glory of your triumph? But mayhap they seek simply to pretext to meet with the Ishgardians while the mood is yet jubilant. Such an occasion would present a fine opportunity to press Ishgard to return to the Eorzean Alliance. We have scarce had the time to mourn Mumbrida, and I for one am in no mood to carouse, but I suppose we must put away our grief for the good of this realm. Don't we always? Though you were promised rest, I fear I must insist that you also intend. It would be strange celebration indeed if the victorious hero were not present. Pray content yourself with the thought that such occasions may bring momentous change, and this without recourse to bloodshed. Tataru, if you would do me the favor of contacting the rest of the Scions. Of course, Antecedent. And please let me know if there's anything else I can do. Curious. I've never known Tataru to sigh at such a request. Could aught be amiss? Now is not the time to worry about that. She's an important member of our team, but now is not the moment to worry about that. Though in this game, though, we will worry about that before anything else. Yeah, see? Look for Tataru at her desk. Okay. I guess Tataru is too important for us to let it go. She's gone. She's not here. Tataru is conspicuous by her absence. Philemon, do you see where she go? Tataru, I believe she just stepped outside. Now that I think of it, she did seem rather preoccupied. Oh no. You knew. What's going on? Where did our receptionist go? Intelligence and receptionist. Search for Tataru and Revenant Stall. Oh, Vexus, it's you. I didn't mean to worry anyone. It's nothing really. Well, it's not nothing exactly, but it feels like nothing compared to the towering trials you and the others faced every day. And that's why I should probably talk to Mephilia before things get any worse. You also know what to say, Vexus? I'm glad we had this little chat. And back inside we go. Hello, Mephilia. How do you do? I found our little Miss Tataru. Yes, Tataru, you have my undivided attention. I've been assistant to broach the subject, what with all the recent excitement, but Vexus made me realize there's no time like the present, and the time is what I'm here to ask you for. I'm not sure I understand. If you wish to be excused from your duties for a time, you have certainly earned that rest. But I suspect that lying in bed is far from your intent. You know me too well, Antecedent. There is, in fact, something I've been wanting to try my hand at. Along with the adventurers of the Crystal Braves, the Scions are constantly being thrown into dangerous battles and deadly predictions. Even Hoary Boulder and Colt's Net have been promoted from guard duty to fill our needs for competent warriors. And so it seems only right that I too shall acquire the power to defend myself, and others more importantly. When I return, I shall be both your receptionist and your bodyguard. Okay. You can do it, Tataru, I believe in you. She wants to do more. Oh, hey! That's the first time I've always... That's the first time I've almost been knocked to the ground by a Lalafell. I've never seen Mr. Taru so determined. As aught befell, which I might help, Antecedent. Ah, not at present, thank you. Was there something you would ask of me? Oh yes, pray excuse my distraction. An adventurer who was to join us for the escort duty was injured while on patrol, and I fear we cannot properly defend the scholars entrusted to our protection without the aid of at least one more guard. Therefore, I humbly request that another adventurer, of the capable kind of course, be assigned to our party. Very well, I shall consider the potential candidates and provide you with a replacement as soon as I'm able. My thanks, Antecedent. I take my leave. Bye, Hoary Boulder. Right, administrative decisions. That's another quest done. Oh, we got two. An unexpected ambition. Minvilia's at a loss for words. Power to defend oneself. The Toro has ever been full of surprises. Now that I think of it, I do recall Eorzea mentioned that she had developed an interest in Arcanima. Mayhap she rises to gain admittance to the Arcanist Guild in Limsa Lominsa. Yes, that will be the way of it. Would you be so kind to journey to the guild and see that all is well? It is doubtless unwarranted, but surely I'm not alone in my concern for her safety. And we have Where We Are Needed. Minfilia is eyeing you with a mixture of regret and desperation. I wonder, do you perchance recall the commitment I made to the furious Hoary Builder with a capable adventurer? Well, I'm sorry to say I've yet been unable to do so. I realize that you're rather more than capable adventurer, and the escort duty is frankly beneath a man of your talents, but I have no one else to turn to at present. Might you be willing to forgo the rest and assist us in this matter? Generous to a fault. I thank you, Vexus. Now it seems only fair that I explain the important task in question. For some time, Order has employed a handful of scholars to travel around Eorzea, take in etheric readings that we might better understand the impact of the primal summonings. Naturally, it behooves us to ensure the employees' safety, and so we asked the adventurer in our service to serve as our escort. Hoary Boulder and Colt's Net were the two to act as such escorts, as was a third adventurer. Alas, due to injuries, said adventurer is not presently fit for duty, hence my need to impose upon your goodwill. I guess. You truly are a pillar of strength, Vexus. Hoary Boulder will share with you the details of your task. He should be waiting for you outside. Be safe. Alright. So we got two. This is rare to get two main quests at the same time. We're gonna assume we have to complete both in order to progress. Ah, Vexus. It is true you agreed to lend us a hand. Sure did, sir. Huzzah! What did I tell you, Coldinet? Our misfortune is becoming a blessing and opportunity to serve alongside the Warrior of Light himself. Need I remind you that we have 3 scholars to escort, each of whom will take a different route? True, true, but our mission is the same. Separated by realms we may be, but in spirit we shall be together. If such things bring you joy, you are welcome to think them. To more practical concerns, Vexus, we should have you attend to the scholar charged with serving the South Shroud. He's waiting at Camp Tranquil as we speak. All you need to do is follow the man. He will determine the most appropriate locations to take his readings. In spirit, Vexus, in spirit, we shall be together every step of the way. Alright, Camp Tranquil we go. Let's see, what do we need? This one? There we go, Unsettled Scholar. At last, the Scion's main... Wait, the At least the Silence Man deigned to grace me with his presence. A pity that we have no time for pleasantries. Our first destination is Isonhar. Come, we're late enough as it is. Yes, this location should suffice. Once I finish calibrating my instruments, I will require but a moment to take the necessary measurements. I trust not to explain to my work and suffer no interruptions, and please stand at the appropriate distance and keep a watch for the wild beasts. The fact that it's a purple smoke means enemies are coming. I see we've both completed our respective tasks, a satisfactory outcome. Though, if I could make one suggestion, you might try to dispatch your foes more quietly in the future. I don't like to pick fault, but I really must be allowed to concentrate. Dude. Now then, Snake Mold awaits, shall we? I'm reluctant to just push him in the hole. Right about here, yes. Ah, before I would ask that you keep an eye out for dangerous beasts as I work. Sure. The usual. Snake mold. Fascinating. These readings are not at all what I expected. Though perhaps this should come as no surprise. I'm not given to superstition, but there's a queer, almost blasphemous air hereabouts. Let us quit the place and return to Roots Lake. We have one more sight to survey. Isn't that what the Mulboro are? Oh no. Is that Roots Lake? How is that called Roots Lake? It's the city of Adampar. I was gonna go to the entrance. As before, my guardian, pray leave me to my task and ensure our safety. Sure. There's more, apparently. This data should prove them valuable too. Ye gods, what is that stench? Did you slaughter a creep of adamantoids while my back was turned? Quickly now, to Camp Tranquil. I must not have my clothing reeking of blood and offal. You choose to paddle in the Ichor a while longer, I take it. No matter. I took my advantage of the unexpected privacy and performed a cursory analysis of my data. It would appear that there has been a measurable decrease in the Eorzea's ambient ether concentration since the Calamity. However, this data is far from conclusive. We must take additional measurements to confirm my assessment. Wait, you need more of my help? The least among us. Who better serve the Silence in the Seventh Dawn than a humbler scholar and his faithful assistant? For our next survey, I would have you escort me to Earth's fend. The ambient ether concentrations there are so high that the crystalline structures form spontaneously. Consequently, anomalous fluctuations should be much easier to detect. Brilliant, yes? No, don't bother answering. That was a rhetorical. No, come along. This guy's so full of himself. Does he even know who's escorting him? I doubt. Hello, unsettled scholar. How you doing, sir? You should be more than familiar with the process, but now, pray find a suitable position from which to keep watch, and I will take my measurements. This time there's no battle, though. There's no purple smoke. There's a cutscene instead. Yes, quite high, yet still remarkably lower than historical measurements taken near the end of the 6th Astral Era. Could the presence of primal account for the difference, or is there something else? Something else. Don't go off without me, sir. Something else. Scion, come here. I need you. Oh. It's a dead guy. Oh no, it's Wilred. Yep, he's dead. Fear not, my friends. Help has arrived. Damn, Wilred. There you are, Vexus. Fleur and I was worried when you were in charge to fail to return at the appointed hour. We're the ones who recruited him. We saved him once. Now he's still dead. Got it like a hog, but not by one. These wounds were made with a blade. It doesn't look like he put much of a fight either. Nary a mark on his sword or his shield. I heard nothing of any Crystal Brave operations in this area. What caused that Wilred to come here? What should we do? We will see to the scholar's protection, Vexus. Aye, and the boy's remains. You should return to the Rising Stone. The Antecedent will want to know what happened here. Very well. And so do I. Or he's mad. I guess Wilred was one of his friends as well. We've known Wilred for quite some time. Now he's dead. Alright, before we return to the Rising Stones, let's do that other main quest that was given to us to look where Tataru has gone to. I'm surprised that after all these years, there's still gold sellers in this game. Because they've always tried. They always used to be a thing in MMOs, even back in World of Warcraft, etc. Always people trying to sell stuff. Like these black markets where you can buy gold. And I even wonder if there's even people buying it at all. You do? I guess we go down here. Just trying to be a scholar. Vexus, what are you doing here? I want to be an arcanist. No, I came to looking for you. Didn't mean for her to worry. That's the last thing I wanted. Putting an end to such worries is precisely the reason I'm here, don't you see? I, Tataru, shall become a great and powerful arcanist. And now, at Mistress Thubigrim's behest, I must go and complete a special training exercise until we meet again. Look at these carbuncles. You have the blue one, this one, and there's also like a, what do you call this? Orangey one. This dragon is still chilling on top of my shoulder. Greetings and welcome to the Arcanist Guild. Do you require assistance? So you're acquainted with our newest member. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but I fear young Tataru may not be really suited to the study of Arcanima. Nevertheless, she will not be denied and goes now to undertake her first trial. A simulated inspection of 3 crates, a simple task some might say, but one of our arcanists are expected to complete. A thought occurs to me, why not supervise Tataru's training? You're clearly you're clearly an accomplished adventurer. Given your relationship with a girl, you seem an ideal person to have one in hand. Her trial will be conducted at the cliffs south of the Sapphire Gate. You need only observe at a distance. Someone's looking at me. Hello. She's looking at my dragon. This dragon here. It is a cool dragon. He just likes to ride on my shoulder all day. Because he's too lazy to fly. Okay, we're gonna look for Tataru. I can already tell where this is going. Oh, poor Tataru. Over Azure Seas to Pirate's Port, where she met her shining jewel. For to bring the smuggler's plan to naught came the lass whom none could fool. Beat him with a backdraft, beat him with a gust, and deck him with a downburst, go Kerbungo go! Oh, are those crates I spy? That's our Kerbuncle. Oh, and this must be the true test, but we're ready for him, aren't we, Kerbuncle? Hi. Carbuncle. There he goes. Poor Tataru. Well, there's still a red, and there's more, and there's this, and there's this, and there's that. Holy moly. Come back, Carbuncle, come back! Yeah. I knew that was gonna happen, poor Tataru. Found your Carbuncle yet? I should have known you'd come, Vexus. You needn't say a word. Your face says it all. I know you bore witness to my shame. Keep up, Tataru, you can do it. Betrayed by my own Carbuncle and left at the mercy of wild beasts. I must accept the truth. I'll never be a warrior like you or the others. I will inform Mistress Tibergum of my intention to withdraw from the Guild Arcanima. Like so much else, is beyond me. Keep it up, Tataru. Back to Limsa. I guess she was upstairs, not downstairs. Here you go. Ah, back so soon. How fare the fledgling arcanist? Abysmally. Mistress Tarbergren, abysmally, as Vexus will testify. I was wrong to become an arcanist, wrong as usual. I'm complete and utterly unqualified, and I sincerely apologize for wasting your time. Tataru, if that were true, I would not have permitted you to join in the first place. We must all come to accept our limitations, lest our ambition lead us astray. However, we must not lose sight of our strengths in the process. For example, your exceptional skill with the numbers helped you to gain a solid grasp of fundamentals of the Arcanima. Were it not so, you would have struggled to even summon the Carbuncle to your side. In my opinion, the Scions are truly fortunate to have such capable and good-natured receptionists in their service. Would they not agree? I agree. You are too kind, Mistress Terragrim. Though I could not overcome this challenge, I shall take your words to heart and try not to be discouraged. Totara will be she will be okay. She's a tough little Lalafell. Ancient ways, timeless ones. Totara is considering her next course of action and how you might aid her in it. As fetching as these garments are, I fear shall never don them again. But I can't go back to the Rising Stone without something to show for the time away. Wait, I know what that is. If you don't mind accompanying me a little longer. Sure, where are we going? Ulta? Then to Costa del Sol will go. It's a bit of a gamble, but I'm confident it will pay off. There's the Taru. Yes, this is it. This is where the man at the Drowning Ranch told me to look. There is certainly a variety of clam which can be harvested this time of year in Bloodshore, one which produces the most marvelous pearls. However, these clams are also coveted by certain wild creatures, and since I fared rather poorly in battle last time, let us be off. I guess she wants me to go kill them. What fortune, I've already found one. Would you be so kind to keep watch while I work? It should only take a moment. All the way over there, isn't that kind of far? More Gawar. Well thought, Vexus. Well thought. I know I was right to ask you to come. As for me, I had my prize. A bounty of blood pearls. So named for the reddish hue. They were treasured as wards against dark magics in ancient times. I thought I'd make charms for everyone, so no matter where they go, they will always have come home. It's a sort of power to defend myself and other people in a way, right? Well, I mustn't keep Philemon waiting. There's work to be done, and lots of it. We're to secure provisions from the Scions and Limson markets. She may have an eye for quality, but I have a nose for bargains. Will you be heading back to the Rising Stones? If so, pray convey my apologies to the Antecedent and tell her she needn't worry about me. Very well, Vexus, and thank you for everything. It sounded right in our final, didn't it? How about until we meet again? Alright, so now we have 2 quests to return to the Rising Stones. That's kind of what I wanted to do. Because I'd figured if I go to the Rising Stone first, we'd still have to complete the other quest. And I reckon that once we've turned those in and accepted the next quest, it will be 2:30 PM here, my time. So, like I said, we have 6 minutes left. So, I'll be ending my stream soon. And then I'll have to check. There's a lot of things I need to do today. Or that I want to do. Not need to do. Want to do. So I'm not sure if I'll be back later online. Just make sure to hit that notification bell and you'll be updated if I am. Alright, time to turn in these quests. Ancient Ways, Timeless Wants. Welcome home, Vexus. I get you found Tataru and Limsa? I sure did. My, it sounds as though she had quite an adventure. While it did not end as I hoped, I suspect it will prove to be a valuable experience. I dare say she could have managed without her intervention. Even so, I appreciate you indulging my request. Oh, that's one. Vexus, so you returned. You seem troubled. Did the role of the escort chafe so? Yes. I forgot about, old Wilred here. Kinda dead. Wilred, dead? Mayhap murdered? By the 12, how can that be? I will send word to Alphino at once. He will conduct full investigation and send word to Wilred's family. God, he was just a boy. Who would do this and why? Well, I intend to find out. A time to every purpose. While others look forward to the impending royal banquet, Menphiliac cannot help but look to the past. Though recent events weigh heavily on our minds, we must not see them as needs set them aside for now. We are come to a defining moment in Eorzean history. The great commemoration of our joint defense of Ishgard. The first time in 15 long years that our people have stood side by side with our neighbors to the north to fight in a common cause. This may mark the true rebirth of the Eorzean alliance. Failing that, it should at least serve to bring our nations closer together. We have every reason to raise our voices in this collaboration, right? Do we not? Celebration. We have bested Dravanians and Essenes both. Against despite odds, we have fought and won. But the primal still plague us, and the Empire still plots our subjugation. And our triumph, remarkable though they are, were bought at a terrible price. Brave adventurers and allies broken on the steps of fate. Before our eyes in this very room, our dear dead friend, Umbrida. There's a victory we have wrought, and it is better ashes. Wait. This is the victory we've wrought, and it is as bitter as ashes in my mouth. I would sooner stay here and invite those with more appetite to enjoy the feast in my stead. Alas, it's a royal banquet, and all of our allies are to be in attendance. It is our duty to present a united front, that we might serve as a beacon of hope of all. It seems I have no choice but to take my own advice. I instructed the others to meet us in Ul'dah, that we might make our grand entrance together. Unfortunately, I had to settle for leaving Totaru and Lamin a note. If they do not return quickly, they will have to settle for whatever leftovers I can smuggle out of the fragrant chamber. Ah, okay. It's, real. There we go. Off to the big soiree, Vexes. Raise a glass for me, eh? Or not. You don't look the best pleased. Let, something on your mind? Please let it not be like a 6-hour cutscene, because I kind of wanted to end the stream here. By the Navigator. Rilla's dead. God damn it, they must have known they've been rumbled. I mean, sod it. It's past time we had this talk. After our last conversation, I got to think about what certain funds were coming from, so I had to dig around on the quiet, and sure enough, I found it. Seems a bit of a coin made its way into the coffers courtesy of a Dodo's Consortium, a daft name for a business if I've ever heard one, which is what first gave me an inkling that something weren't right. So I went through the ledgers again and found another half-dozen donations from organizations with stupid bloody names. Didn't take long to find a common thread. All were owned by the Mirage Trust. Oh, I'll give the bastard credit. He showed us up for the amateurs we are, short of calling for the business the bloody bribery consortium. I don't know what it could have done to mock our rules on financial contributions. The gods only know how many men of the first and the third were taken at Telegi's coin, but now we know that some of them are. I wager me right eye that there's ones what did for Wilred. The earnest young fool had taken the wrong kind of questions, bound to attract attention. Should have seen it at the time, but I didn't. Gods damn me. Still, I don't see what Telegi hopes to accomplish. He hid his schemes with all the care of a drunk pissing in the wind. No, he's clever than this, so we need to be clever too. It's the only way we'll ever repay the debt of blood. We'll purge every one of the traitorous bastards from our ranks. On that you have my word. Riol's a good guy. Vexus, mind yourself when you're in Ul'dah. We're heading into a storm. I can smell it. The kind will sweep a man overboard and drag him under before he knows it. Okay, quest accepted. Good. No more cutscenes. Please. Perfect. Alright. Well, as promised, I would stop at 2:30. It is 2:31 right now, so I'm going to end my stream. I thank you all for joining. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, please leave it a like. If you're new to the channel and you'd like to help me out, please consider subscribing as I help my goal for reaching 1,000 subs by the end of this year. If you have any tips, comments or suggestions, drop them down below and I'll reply to you as soon as I can. This is Daryl from Final Fantasy Fan, and I'll see you guys in the next Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. Thank you JP Gaming for joining as always. Thank you Arrow for joining, and thank you for my girlfriend for being in chat. And I'll end it here, and I'll see you guys later. It will be either later today, like much later today, or it will be tomorrow, for sure. Either one of those two, and maybe both. Anyway, till the next.